In what should have been a remarkable celebration of longevity and achievement for Fernando Alonso in Mexico City, the Spaniard's milestone 400th Grand Prix came to a frustratingly premature end after just 15 laps. The moment was poised to honor the resilience and skill of a driver who has defied the odds to remain competitive in Formula One over 2 decades. However, fate had other plans. A seemingly innocuous piece of debris lodged in the brake duct of his Aston Martin thwarted that celebration, forcing Alonso into an unceremonious retirement. What was expected to be a celebratory occasion for Fernando Alonso at the Mexican Grand Prix turned into a disappointing chapter in his illustrious career. Competing in his 400th Formula One race, Alonso faced an unexpected setback. Shortly into the race, he experienced damage that forced him to retire prematurely, cutting short what should have been a milestone celebration. The event marked a significant moment in motorsport history, as Alonso is one of the few drivers to reach such an impressive number of races. However, the misfortune he encountered in Mexico, echoing previous retirements at his 200th and 300th races, left fans and the driver himself frustrated. His early exit deprived him of an opportunity to reflect on his remarkable journey in F1, filled with victories, challenges, and unforgettable moments. Despite this setback, Alonso's career remains a testament to his resilience and talent. His ability to bounce back from disappointments has been a hallmark of his time in the sport. As he continues to compete, fans remain hopeful for a more fitting celebration as he closes in on other career milestones. This incident highlights the unpredictability of racing, where even the most experienced drivers can find themselves at the mercy of mechanical issues or unforeseen circumstances. Alonso's journey in F1 is far from over, and many are eager to see what he can achieve in the remaining races of the season. As the race unfolded, excitement filled the air with fans eager to witness history in the making. However, within just a handful of laps, Alonso's car began to struggle with overheating issues, a telltale sign of trouble. The sudden realization that such a significant milestone could be marred by a mechanical misfortune was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of F1 sport. Despite the disappointment, Alonso's presence in the paddock shone brightly. His legacy in the sport is not defined solely by victories or podium finishes but by his tenacity, adaptability, and enduring passion for racing. As one of the few drivers to reach this incredible milestone, Alonso has inspired a generation of fans and competitors alike, proving that with determination, age is merely a number. In the aftermath, while the race continued without him, the narrative surrounding Alonso shifted from one of victory to reflection. Fans and teammates alike expressed their admiration on social media, reminding everyone that even in defeat, the journey that led to that 400th race is what truly matters. Alonso may have exited the race early, but his spirit and story will continue to resonate within the Formula One community, solidifying his place as one of the sport's greats. Achieving the significant milestone of 400 Grand Prix was intended to be a celebratory occasion for Fernando Alonso. Unfortunately, the event did not unfold as envisioned, as he encountered unforeseen misfortune that compelled him to withdraw from the race in Mexico. "It hurts always the same," Alonso stated, expressing his disappointment regarding the anticlimactic nature of his 400th Grand Prix appearance resulting in a DNF. This race was anticipated to be a highlight in the illustrious career of the two-time world champion. However, it progressed in an unexpectedly unfavorable manner. Despite his extensive experience and resilience, the circumstances on track served as a poignant reminder of the inherent unpredictability that often characterizes Formula One. Alonso's emotional reaction encapsulates the frustration and heartache that drivers may encounter, regardless of their experience level. As he reflects on his journey, Alonso's commitment to the sport remains steadfast. Although this landmark race did not deliver the anticipated outcome, it contributes yet another chapter to his remarkable career, illustrating the challenges and adversities that every competitor faces in their pursuit of success. Aston Martin has navigated a rocky road this season, often struggling to clinch those coveted points finishes. Yet, the winds of change were whispering at the Mexico circuit, where the former world champion and his teammate, Lance Stroll, kicked off the weekend with a sparkle of promise. Their standout performances during practice and qualifying sparked the possibility of a revival for the squad. As they roared onto the track, the air buzzed with excitement. Fans and pundits alike were on the edge of their seats, eager to see if this newfound momentum would blossom into a stellar race outcome. With shrewd pit strategies and nimble race tactics, Aston Martin set their sights on capitalizing on their early gains, aiming to lay down the groundwork for a stronger showing in the remaining races. The air crackled with the potential for a comeback, and the team's unwavering resolve to better themselves could herald a crucial shift in their season's narrative. Following qualifications in 13th and 14th positions, both drivers successfully leveraged the opportunities during the opening lap, each advancing several positions prior to the race being neutralized by the safety car. This precautionary measure was implemented to facilitate the careful recovery of Yuki Tsunoda's crashed Red Bull from the track. Regrettably, just 15 laps into the race, Fernando Alonso encountered difficulties when he was summoned to the pits and ultimately compelled to retire. An expedient evaluation by the team indicated a potential brake cooling issue, which was suspected to have arisen from debris lodged within his vehicle. In a post-race reflection, he shared his thoughts on the day's events, saying, "All in all, it was a respectable outing, especially at the outset when everything clicked perfectly. We kicked off with a burst of energy and were quick to seize that initial momentum. But soon enough, we found ourselves facing a significant hiccup. Debris had built up in the front brake ducts, sending temperatures skyrocketing beyond the limits we could tolerate. We tried various tweaks to remedy the situation, adjusting the brake balance towards the rear and employing other tactics, but alas, we couldn't rein it in. Ultimately, we had no choice but to call it a day, which feels more than a little unfortunate today." The Spaniard hasn't had the best luck when it comes to landmark occasions in Formula One. Notably, he experienced a disappointing DNF at his 300th Grand Prix in 2018, a fate he also met during his 200th race at the 2013 Malaysian Grand Prix. When asked if it stings more to miss out on finishing during such significant milestones, Alonso provided an insightful perspective. "It hurts always the same, to be honest," he stated. "When you don't see the checkered flag, it doesn't matter which number it is. We are here to compete, and while it's always disappointing to retire the car, it's somewhat easier to accept when the weekend isn't overly competitive. Given the circumstances, scoring points today may have been unlikely, but I remain hopeful that better luck will come our way. We will focus on coming back stronger for the next race and for next year's event here. We are here to compete, and while it's always disappointing to retire the car, it's somewhat easier to accept when the weekend isn't overly competitive. Given the circumstances, scoring points today may have been unlikely, but I remain hopeful that better luck will come our way. We will focus on coming back stronger for the next race and for next year's event here." His teammate also struggled, finishing in P11, while Pierre Gasly secured the final point of the race. Although Stroll narrowly missed out on points, he enjoyed some entertaining battles over the course of 71 laps, particularly with Sergio Perez. "A hard-fought race. We did everything we could today," the Canadian said. "Now, we just need to find some speed in the car. We finished 40 seconds behind Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. We're in a midfield battle, but being that far behind highlights the work we have ahead of us. Interestingly, Fernando Alonso's career has seen a curious pattern during milestone races, particularly in Mexico City. His retirement in the 400th Grand Prix echoes similar misfortunes in previous milestones. Reports indicate that he also faced early exits during his 200th and 300th races, both held at the same venue. In those instances, Alonso's celebrations were overshadowed by mechanical issues that cut short what should have been moments of reflection and triumph. This recurring theme in his milestones raises eyebrows and adds a layer of irony to his storied career. Despite the setbacks, Alonso's resilience is undeniable. Each retirement has only added to his narrative, a testament to the unpredictability of motorsport. The ability to return and compete at such a high level after facing these challenges speaks volumes about his dedication and talent. While fans had hoped for a different outcome in Mexico City for his 400th race, the incident serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of Formula One and the challenges drivers face. Nevertheless, Alonso's legacy continues to be defined not just by these singular events but by his enduring